Has this ever happened to you? You wake up at the brisk early time of 11:45 a.m. and your tummy is rumbling like a downtown Cleveland, Ohio sinkhole. You drive down the street to look for some food, and what do you see? That's right, a Chick-fil-A sign. You say to yourself, gee willikers, I would love to inhale some Chick-fil-A right now. So you go to get in line, but as you get closer, you notice that the parking lot is completely empty. And that's when you realize that Chick-fil-A is closed because it's a Sunday.
Rats! Foiled again!
I feel like my body plays a cruel trick on me every time I'm craving Chick-fil-A because that's usually on a damn Sunday. When you can't have something, you want it the most. But what if you could eat Chick-fil-A on a Sunday? Because I actually found one Chick-fil-A located in Rogers, Arkansas that is actually open. Just kidding. There are no Chick-fil-A's that are open on Sunday. But what if I got Chick-fil-A on a Saturday and then proceeded to eat it every Sunday for 1 month? What's that? There are 5 Sundays in March? Damn it. My chicken craving adventure prep actually started a week before March since March 1st falls on a Sunday. I first went to my church to go pray and also ask for forgiveness for me going to eat Chick-fil-A 5 Sundays in a row. It's not really illegal, but it feels like it. Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays because of the founder Samuel Truett Cathley's religious beliefs, establishing the tradition in 1946 to allow employees to either rest or worship on Sundays. And that's super awesome, and I love that for you guys, but could I also have some chicken on a Sunday, please?
Join a team. Who cares? Guys, let's get some grammar here, maybe?
Anyways, I ordered my go-to meal, a spicy deluxe sandwich meal with waffle fries, a lemonade, and a couple Chick-fil-A sauces. I hid my camera so that no one would suspect I was filming a month-long documentary on the effects of having the Lord's poultry on the Sabbath day 5 times in a row, even though I was probably just in my head again and really nobody here gives a damn.
Okay, food is secured. Can't wait to eat this tomorrow, aka Sunday. Today, this place is closed. That's the point of the video.
After only hearing my pleasure once from the employees,
Have a good one.
you too, thank you. He didn't say my pleasure. What's that guy's name? I'm gonna report him. I was devastated, but drove off with the hopes that I would be the one that's getting pleasure tomorrow.
Hey, yo!
Sorry. The temptation of devouring my meal right then and there was strong, but instead I went back to my apartment and put it in the fridge to consume the very next day. I woke up the next day because if you're gonna eat a meal and remember it the next day, you should probably wake up.
Okay, Sunday evening. Let's have some Chick-fil-A.
And later that night for my Sunday dinner, I was ready to have my first of 5 Chick-fil-A meals. Unfortunately, the food isn't going to be as fresh as it typically is when you get it fresh on Monday through Saturday, but maybe since I'm having it on a day that I typically could not have it, it'll make it taste better. Who knows? Every time I heard a noise, a creak in the floorboards, or the wind, I was worried that somebody was on to me. But that is just crazy talk. Nobody even knows this is going on right now. Everything's going to be totally fine. Foreshadowing. My meal was sensational. Despite just microwaving it and having it a day later, it honestly still tasted really good. And for the first time in my life, I was eating Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. And it felt so wrong that it kind of felt right.
It's almost like it tastes even better on a Sunday.
The first meal was a success with 4 left to go, and I went to bed and slept soundly that night, thinking that March was going to be a pretty fun and peaceful month. Foreshadowing again. The next day, I woke up to sounds of birds chirping in the trees outside my apartment.
I look like I'm in the band of Flock of Seagulls.
I went to go get ready for the day, and that's when I heard a pretty loud thud on my front door. I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't even know I had a front door. No, I was wondering why someone was knocking on my front door in the morning, and naturally, as one does, I went to go check out what it was. Nobody was there, but I looked down, and that's when I saw on the ground a letter. What is this, Blue's Clues? I never get a letter. I went to open it and read it, and as I did so, I noticed it looked much more like a ransom note than a nice greeting card. I eventually made out what the handwriting said, and it wrote something like this.
I know what you did last night. I'm watching you. Do this again, and you will regret everything. You've been warned. From, you'll know soon enough.
That moment then and there, I did not feel safe. I was located in the opposite of belief. I was in disbelief. How did this mystery person know I ate Chick-fil-A last night? How did they get my address? And where do they get these stock cards? I mean, the quality of them was exceptional. Like, I think it might be super beneficial for me to use this product more in the future to send out greeting cards. My identity in this project's secrecy had been compromised, but that wasn't gonna stop me. I'd lay low the rest of the week, but come next Sunday, I was gonna set out on what I promised to do this entire month. Eat Chick-fil-A on every Sunday. Another week went by and it was Saturday again. Time to go back to Chick-fil-A and put in another order for Sunday.
It's a bad day to be a Chick-fil-A nugget. That's all I gotta say. Actually, wait, no, I forgot. I'm eating it tomorrow. I'm not eating it today. Damn it.
Except this time I decided on going to another location in the area. I figured going back to the same location was a dangerous idea, but by going to a different location, I was probably safe. Probably.
Just gotta get my order and get out with nobody seeing me. Hopefully being at this location will keep me incognito.
Staying on the theme of being a little paranoid, I also switched up my usual order and got a 12 count of Chick-fil-A nuggets, some mac and cheese, a frosted lemonade, and I even switched up the sauce to Polynesian sauce. I tried to play it cool there because I didn't really know if any of the Chick-fil-A employees were in any way connected to the mystery mailer that just threatened my life.
Hi, you're just a Chick-fil-A. Can I get your name and stuff to order?
God, what is my name? Joey.
But me and Cool are sort of like Diet Coke and Mentos.
They run a really tight operation here every day, except for Sundays.
The bag was secured and I went back to my apartment again to put my second Chick-fil-A meal in the fridge to have again tomorrow night.
Coast is clear. I'm not paranoid at all, by the way. Totally normal. Totally fine.
I did not sleep super soundly that night. I was just thinking about the ransom note and what it said. What did the mystery mailer want to warn me about? And also, I just really want to know where he got those greeting cards. They were really nice. Again, I microwaved my Chick-fil-A meal.
Don't put your phone in the microwave, kids. It's not good for it. Bone apple tea.
And I looked around again just to make sure I wasn't being spied on. To my knowledge, no human was around. So I then went to town and became the mayor of this meal, absolutely deleting any evidence from the fact that I ordered it and also consumed it. And you know what? It might be the adrenaline going in my veins right now because I might not be alive after this week, but it might have tasted better than last week. I was having something that you can't eat on a Sunday. And not only that, some weirdo that I have no idea who it is doesn't want me eating it either. It's like having the forbidden fruit in the Bible. It's like life's way of seasoning your meal. It's so dangerous that it tastes good. I had gotten a taste of it and I couldn't get enough of it now. I was addicted to this project. I had planted the camera outside that night to see if I could catch anybody mailing something for the next day. Another Sunday dinner had been taken down, and I felt pretty safe and also wasn't scared I would get attacked at all.
I am totally not scared at all. Nope. Not even close to being scared.
So I locked all the doors and placed a giant dresser in front of my door so that no strangers who have been mailing me cards threatening my life would come in and hurt me. Not because I was scared, but because that's how all people that aren't scared go to bed. I woke up the next day super early at 1:54 p.m. to not just a thud, but multiple thuds on my front doorstep. Man, all this banging is just a lot to wake up to. I mean, is this like my wife's tennis coach all over again? Sorry. Another letter was at my doorstep, and by golly, the quality of the card was even better than the first time. I like your taste, mystery person. You really know how to send a ransom note. I looked at the footage and thought surely the mystery person would be revealed on there, but alas, love alas. All I could see was the surveillance camera glitch out. Damn you, technology that's super inconvenient for me but so good for the plot. I went back to opening the ransom note. I was so confused. How did the person know I went to a different Chick-fil-A?
I warned you, and you did not listen. So this is your final warning. Do this again, and your life as you know it will never be the same. P.S. You should really think about getting a truck that blends in more. Orange? Really? Pretty obvious to find you, don't you think?
Damn it, that's how they knew. My very cool and unnecessarily orange truck was a dead giveaway for this Chick-fil-A project. But besides that, worst of all, I was one step away from being Chick-fil annihilated. That sucked. I had to think of another way to do this if I was going to complete this totally optional challenge. It looks like I had to go in disguise.
Hey everybody, I'm taking a break from running from my problems and being absolutely paranoid to let you know that I'm...
Whoops, my camera cut out. I'm running the marathon in London.
I will not be doing a bad British accent right now, so do not request it because I will not give it to you.
I've been training for the marathon in London for the past 13 weeks, and since I eat like an absolute degenerate with no control of his life on this channel,
It feels like a pretty good thing to do right now, just like run a bunch of miles. The only problem is I don't know how to train for a marathon or do anything that requires a basic life skill at all, but that's besides the point. Thankfully for me though, the sponsor of this video is my training provider for the marathon, and that is Runna. Runna is a personalized automated running coaching app offering plans from 5Ks all the way up to ultras and everything in between. I'm running the marathon, which is 26.2 miles, and we got a great plan in place to make sure I'm prepared as best as possible. My weekly training blocks consist of 5 runs a week. I chose 5 because I like running 5 times a week with 2 days of rest. Call me Sir Yacht because I like running. Anyways, one of those per week is a long run. I ran 22 miles last week. 4 months ago, I was recovering from Achilles tendonitis and plantar fasciitis, and now I'm running 20 plus miles at a time. That's crazy. Other workouts include tempo runs, which are sustained, comfortably hard workouts designed to help you run faster for longer. Interval runs, which are structured workouts that alternate between high intensity running and low intensity recovery. And easy runs. I like the easy runs a lot. I've never been more confident in my running ability, and this plan has me totally ready for the marathon, and that's thanks to Runna. If you want to sign up to a goal of your own, download Runna from the link in the description. The app has a plan for you, whether you just want to make running a sustainable habit and to get fitter, or if you're training for a specific race or distance. Also, please join my community space on Runna called Ship Happens. I thought it was a pretty good name too. That is also linked in the description. And I invite you to start your own plan, train for a goal, and share your progress alongside me, where I'll be doing the same. Thanks to Runna for being my trusty training partner, and now let's get back into the video, bruv. You should not have done that. I'm so sorry.
that Saturday, Bill asked me what I was doing, and I told him I was going to Chick-fil-A again, but couldn't take my car. He asked me why, and I said, "It's complicated." He replied, "It always is with you." I asked him if I could borrow his car, and he replied that he was bowling with family tonight and that wasn't possible. Damn it, Bill. So after putting on my disguise that was so good that not even my own mother would recognize me,
Yeah, see? Go to Chick-fil-A, see? Yeah, see? See?
I took an Uber to get some Chick-fil-A.
Aside from looking like an absolute fucking idiot, this hat does not fit me at all.
Yeah.
I blended in physically, and the Uber wasn't orange. To my knowledge, I actually have no idea because I didn't look at the outside of the car before getting into it. So that should give me a pretty good chance of going incognito. I walked inside to place an order this time instead of going in the drive-thru, and went back to ordering my huge for meal 3. But I made the mistake of not telling my Uber driver to wait while I was getting the food, so I just waited in the restaurant, not eating my Chick-fil-A like an absolute dumbass, until another driver finally showed up. Man, like, time management skills are just not my strong suit. I was so paranoid to not be seen again that I even thought my driver would be in on this. I ran into my apartment, ripped off the disguise, and threw my Chick-fil-A in the refrigerator again while remembering the latest ransom note. At what point does it go too far? At what point do I look myself in the mirror and go, what is more important, making a documentary to upload on YouTube for people to watch, or your own life?
Yeah, definitely the YouTube video for sure. That is way more important. Way more important.
Plus, I had taken every necessary protocol that I didn't previously. The mystery mailer, no matter who they were, would never know I did this, even if they were like the greatest detective of all time. There's no way this is gonna fail. There's a way that this probably might fail. It was the Ides of March, the 15th, but unlike Roman times, a Caesar wasn't getting assassinated today. That was a joke because I didn't order a Caesar salad at Chick-fil-A. Like, Julius Caesar was like the dictator of the Roman Empire, and when he died, they named a salad after him. I worked up an appetite all day, exercising and also crying in the shower so that I would enjoy my third Sunday Chick-fil-A meal even more. But I couldn't get over that ransom note. My life's never going to be the same. What does that mean? What could possibly happen? I'm gonna get a purple truck? I was paranoid actually, on a serious note. So instead of having my third meal in my apartment like the previous 2 times, I decided to get a hotel for the night just so I could have this meal in privacy. The hotel was like super far away too, so there was no way that this mystery mailer would even know I was there. Okay, it was like 1.3 miles away from me actually, but like just pretend it was somewhere else. Like maybe like Delaware. Oh yeah, Delaware. I'm in Delaware tonight. And my Delaware Chick-fil-A in my hotel room all alone by myself was sensational. It felt even better knowing that I was practicing safe eating and did everything correctly to not have my steps be traced this time. This Sunday meal was so good, in fact. It totally distracted me from the fact that I haven't seen my family in approximately 3 weeks because I've totally cut them off from my life, and we usually do Sunday dinners, but since I've been busy the last 3 Sundays, I really haven't had a chance to go and see them. They're probably worried about me. Everything was back to normal, and I could enjoy my forbidden meal in peace. I woke up that Monday, March 16th, ready to check out and drive all the way back from Delaware. Good times, Delaware. Good times. And they always ask you Delaware, but they never ask you Delaware. These are so bad.
Oh, it's hot.
And as I rolled my suitcase that had literally nothing in it out of the hotel and it was just a visual prop, wouldn't you know it, there was another ransom letter. Oh no, this is not good. This is very bad. This is the opposite of good, which is bad. And in the letter was something that was so shocking that I don't even think I could tell you guys because it was that crazy. Just kidding, like that's the point of YouTube videos. You openly say what is happening in the current moment. So I'm going to tell you right now. In this weekly edition's ransom note was a very shittily written letter again, but this time there was a photo.
What?
And that photo was of my creative partner, Bill, abducted in what looks like a very old basement.
Saw your friend out last night. Don't worry, he's being taken care of. For now, you have 24 hours to respond, or your friend will not be your friend anymore. You did not listen to my warnings before. You better listen now.
Aside from the suspiciously exceptional grammar and sentence structure, this ransom note was absolutely terrifying. My best friend and my creative partner, Bill, was taken because of my foolishness and my selfish actions. Oh my God, that's a tongue twister. Oh my God. I wish I could take back every mistake I've made in the past 3 weeks, but I can't. The only thing I can do is to move forward and figure out a way to get Bill back. But I don't even know where to go to find Bill in this mystery mailer. But one thing I do know is that this mystery mailer knows how to find me. It was St. Patrick's Day and I wanted to drink heavily, but instead I had to devise a plan to save my very kidnapped friend. Thanks a lot, Bill. My plan was very simple. Since I do not know who, what, when, where, why, how, or this mystery person is, I have to rely on the fact that they will come to me somehow. And the only way I know how to do this is to get more Chick-fil-A. So I went out that day to get more Chick-fil-A legally, and like I was a nervous kid on Christmas Eve preparing for Santa's arrival, I made sure to leave out some chicken for the mystery mailer, but also in the bag, I put an air tag to track where the bag would go in hopes that it would lead us to our very own mystery mailer slash kidnapper slash cardstock enthusiast slash horrible handwriter. The very next day, I went outside and lo and behold, the Chick-fil-A I had laid out was gone. Not a trace of it was in sight. I figured I would get a letter again explaining what I had to do next, but there was nothing. I had then panicked and realized I needed to look at where the AirTag location was, and that's when I noticed that it was right next to a local pier on Lake Erie. We have our suspect's location. So I sprinted to my car and raced towards the pier down the street in hopes that I would find our perpetrator. But when I got there was nothing. Just the Chick-fil-A bag, and our suspect left, but they didn't leave on an empty stomach. The AirTag was still in the bag, and there was also a note in there. They must have seen the AirTag in the bag and ran away, but they had time apparently to write another letter, and that's pretty interesting. That's like, the priorities are kind of weird right here.
Good job. I knew you could listen. Your friend's life has been spared. For now, give up. Go back to eating chicken on a weekday like a normal person. Or else...
I could very well listen to this letter. I could very well go back home and never eat Chick-fil-A on a Sunday ever again. But there is no way, shape, or form that would guarantee Bill's safety and bring him back home. Plus, it's so good for the plot of the video. This man knows where I am at all times, and the only way I can keep him around is to keep going to Chick-fil-A and to keep eating it on a Sunday. I have to call his bluff, and I have 2 more Sundays to go. In order to keep Bill alive, on March 21st, I had to order another meal from Chick-fil-A. I told myself, as I selfishly was going to order one anyways for the plot of this video. In order to keep Bill alive, on March 21st, today, I have to order another meal from Chick-fil-A. But my plan would be different on tomorrow's Sunday, or otherwise known as tomorrow. Look, I know Bill's the one that's been kidnapped, but like this is stressful for me too. Like I'm also stressed. My food order for this Sunday's supper would stay the same for me: a spicy deluxe sandwich with waffle fries, a lemonade, and Chick-fil-A sauces. Oh, fit check. But this time I would get another meal to put out for the mystery mailer and also Bill to eat. If I'm gonna take my time and not rescue Bill right away, the least I could do is provide him a good meal. And in that meal would be a bomb. No, just kidding. I haven't discovered the capability of nuclear physics quite yet, so we'll have to delay that to another episode. But my plan on Sunday night was to eat my meal, then leave out the decoy meal for the mystery mailer to grab. That meal contained a meal for him, but also Bill's favorite order from Chick-fil-A. The mystery mailer knew I was capable of putting an air tag in the Chick-fil-A bag, so I couldn't risk that. But they didn't know about my surveillance camera, and even though it absolutely f***ed me over last time, I don't have a choice, so I'm just hoping it works this time. And when I woke up, sure enough, the Chick-fil-A was gone, and there was another letter on the ground.
Well done. You've come this far and are almost done, but so is your friend's time. Since I know you will eat this last meal, you have until Sunday night to save him, and I will move on. Also, thank you for the grilled chicken sandwich meal, fries, and Diet Coke. It was utterly delicious.
Damn it. Damn it, that was Bill's favorite meal. It was supposed to be for him. I look like a bad friend now. And not just because I've let him be kidnapped for a couple weeks. And that's when I conveniently remembered to look at the surveillance footage I set up last night. That was a huge plot point. And at that point, I had realized that the mystery mailer was somebody dressed up as the Chick-fil-A cow? I knew it. I didn't know it. But that's when I thought to myself, wait, cows can't write letters or abduct humans, so there has to be a human inside of there? But how am I going to trace this mystery mailer back to Bill? I had to go back to the last place Bill was seen. The bowling alley. Damn it, that didn't help at all. Yeah, I may have forgotten to ask the manager at the bowling alley if he remembered if he saw Bill or not the other night. That's my bad. Oh well. Later that night, I was looking through things I hold onto in my drawer out of happenstance and not just to conveniently push the plot along in a very crucial point. And that's when something caught my eye. An old letter from Bill. And the handwriting on the note was nearly identical to the notes from the mystery mailer. And come to think of it, Bill does have my location at all times on the Find My app. Had the mystery mailer been using Bill this whole time to write their notes and find out my whereabouts? It's funny because he probably had Bill do this in his garage where he does a lot of crafts anyways. I think I know where Bill is. I think I know where Bill is. I can't go anywhere right now. I need to go to sleep. I woke up March 25th and took a giant shit. That has nothing to do with the plot of this video. I thought I'd be vulnerable and open up to you guys. My last venture to Chick-fil-A was approaching right before saving Bill from the slaughterhouse tomorrow night. Oh, I'm on TV. Hi, I'm on TV. Hey, I'm on TV. Hi, Mom. I got a spicy Southwest salad and a sweet tea this time. Just, you know, sometimes you should probably change it up. While I could be saving Bill's life right now, instead of waiting for tomorrow, I decided that since I'm not tied up in rope and duct tape, that I better get a good night's sleep before doing so tomorrow night, because it's going to be a big day for me. I know this is probably messed up. I woke up on the 5th and final Sunday of March to one more letter from our postage-addicted antagonist. Is this person just going to eat Bill's meal again? Do they realize that if they cut down their monthly postage budget, that maybe they could afford some Chick-fil-A instead of having to rely on me?
Bring your friend's favorite meal or else.
No. I'm not going to do that this time. No. I'm going to figure something else out.
I then devised a plan to go to Bill's garage and save him later tonight. First, to blow off some steam before tonight, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods to get some batting practice in. To crack this mystery mailer's head wide open with a Louisville Slugger. Damn, do I look really menacing here or what? And instead of running away to my apartment to eat my final Chick-fil-A meal in secrecy, I went to a Chick-fil-A parking lot to finally face my fears. It's time for war.
Time. Oh, are you okay? Okay, good. No. Oh, my head. Oh, am I bleeding? Wait. Oh, no, that's just Chick-fil-A sauce. Chick-fil-A sauce. No, don't do it again. No. Wait. Bill? You're the Chick-fil-A cow? But what? But why?
It's for the plot.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But can you just, tell me next time? I thought that I was bleeding for a sec. That, really hurt.
I know what I like, baby, I like you. Miss American Pie with the high IQ. Oh my, I do. Just fly right through. We'll get high as the kite in the afternoon.
That's terrible.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
This is incredible.
Oh my god, he's gonna
terrifying.
He's breaking in.
No, you're good. That's it. You're good. I just forgot that you were coming in.
No, I think that was awesome.
Was that good?
Jack, give me your best cow. That was you.